Okay, welcome folks there at Faction of Players. Sorry for talking a bit softer than normal, it's just kind of late where I am. The video literally just got uploaded on your channel for the new team member search, and despite the fact that I don't really have availability, have a cramped schedule just about all the time, figured I'd apply anyway because, you know, why the hell not? If you're not familiar with the Faction of Players and you're just watching this just because, there's really no point to watching this, but if you really want to, the faction, then I'm just going to be applying for a position on a community channel I'm really a huge fan of. If you haven't subscribed to Faction Players, please just go to their channel and just do it. Just go now. However, if you are one of the current administrators on the Faction Players, or guild leaders, as you would call them, then I'm just gonna go basically down this line of questions that you have here in the description and just talk, basically. I'm gonna probably cut my audio a lot so that way it doesn't turn into a 30-minute rant, so I'm probably just gonna, it's gonna sound choppy, so just so you know that. Everything's just gonna appear on the screen as I talk about it, so that way it'll help for your sake, so that way it's easy for you to understand what I'm talking about. And in the description I'll outline everything I'm going to be saying in this video. I'm not gonna really sample anything from my channel because I don't really think that really is relevant. So first off, an introduction before I even go into these questions. First off, I'm MML. I was the 22nd featured review on the old Fellowship of Players before it got hacked. Ever since the reboot, I've just kind of been there. I haven't obviously done anything administrative because I'm not an administrator, but I'm basically on the forums ever since FOP even started. When Bear of Love was actually administrator on the old Fellowship of Players, that's how I got connected to FOB, because I saw the Nintendo Capri Sun and Bear of Love race of Super Metroid, and Bear of Love uploaded the video advertising the Fellowship of Players. Ever since I've been following all of the LPers that have been administrators, and still are ever since then. You're all great LPers, and everyone in the Faction of Players has helped me in one way or another. I'm really appreciative for all of that. So I'm still active on the forums. I'm on the forums probably a lot. I've also started 2 group Let's Plays through the FOB community. I have 65 subscribers on YouTube. I've been Let's Playing for 2 years. However, on my current channel, I've started LPing on January 23rd, 2012. If you want to watch any of my videos, you can, but I'm pretty sure that most of you already have. So let's just go down these questions here. 1. What would you be able to contribute to FOB? I think I would just give a different perspective. I think that from someone who started LPing more recently and hasn't gotten a huge boost, like, if you take someone like, I don't know, if you take someone like, let's just go with Heron Plays, I don't know. Even though he had an old LPing channel, he never connected the two, really, because he wanted to start fresh. When he started, he just got a huge boost in view. He just immediately just boomed, because he was just that good. When I started, even on my current channel, I wasn't that good. And so, given the fact that I've had probably more steady increase, I've learned a lot of things from different people all over the place. I think that would help. As for what I would be able to contribute to FOP in general, I have some ideas. I can't really name anything specifically, but I really liked, for example, DJ Watch and Plays What to Watch series. I could probably revise some things on that and probably make it better, or do something like that. There are some other ideas I have, and I think they will all work well. Number 2, are you okay with being available for group Skype call meetings? Pick your top 3 people for feature, blah 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 blah, all of that stuff. I might as well just talk about my availability now because it's very, very minimal. Fact is when I record my LPs basically whenever I can, and when I do, I record a lot. Like, I don't record like 20 episodes or something, but basically whenever I have free time, I just record stuff. Because of this, I already have my 1-year anniversary special already in the process of being recorded, even though it's December, and like I said, I started LPing in January 23rd. So, for a lot of availability stuff, it's just not gonna work very well. And that, I mean, for podcasts, for the streams, for just talking on Skype, I don't know how that would work out. Just because of the fact that I just don't have that level of availability, and I think that's the one thing that you might really want to consider before putting me on. I don't want to go into this and basically advertise myself as being the perfect candidate because I'm not. So I'm just gonna shoot straight with you. I'm not the perfect candidate because I don't have that level of availability. When it comes to adding a new perspective, when it comes to unique ideas, yes. When it comes to editing videos, features, rendering, uploading, all that stuff, yes. When it comes to, you know, picking 3 people, yes. When it comes to offering a voice, absolutely. All that stuff, fine. Just for availability issues, and I think that's it. So I can edit, I can render, I can upload, I can add my voice, but I'm probably not going to be in most of the podcasts and streams if I were to be a FOP guild leader. Just the way it is. How do you deal with drama in groups and situations? I'm very stubborn, so I think that what some of the problems, some of my problems is that if there's a disagreement between something, then I might not do very well in just, you know, giving in or something like that, or because I'm just very stubborn. But at the same time, I don't yell. I don't like causing problems, so I generally won't cause problems. I'll probably be, when it comes to drama similar to what happened with my feature, I think it's just best to just take a professional standpoint on that. Just, you know, you don't cause problems, basically. Like I said, you don't try and cause problems. So if someone were hacking someone's review just because they don't like FOP or whatever, then you just simply block them, ban them, and stuff like that. If there's drama between other community channels or whatever, you just deal with it the best way as possible and the most mature way as possible. You don't go and, you know, punch someone in the face if you don't have to, even though virtually speaking that isn't actually possible. 4, are you okay with keeping group internal matters private? Absolutely. If you notice, I haven't said my name. I haven't introduced myself by my name ever. For the most part, just about all my viewers don't know very much about my personal life, and I do that intentionally. At some point, I probably will reveal more about who I am as a person. I mean, not as a person, but personally, my personal life stuff. But I'm not inclined to do that. I prefer to keep stuff to myself. So when it comes to keeping those internal matters private, I'm perfectly fine with that because of the fact that I do that on my own. When it comes to ideals for the channel, who's picked for the future, it's the same thing as my channel. I have a lot of plans for my channel. Like I just tweeted on Twitter today that I have all my plans set up all the way to my 15th LP, and I'm doing LP number 11. LPs number 11 and 12, right? Yeah, I'm doing LP4, LP7, LP11, and LP12 right now, and I already have the next 3 planned, but I didn't spoil what they are. I'm not going to spoil what they are. They're just going to come out, and that's just it. So when it comes to that, it's just kind of like habit. That wouldn't be any change for me. Wouldn't be any challenge. 5. How do you feel about contributing on the website, like in the forums and chat box once in a while? I already do that, so that is not a problem. I'm already doing that. So I'm already doing that. 6. Would you all be right with making a small autobiography? Yes, absolutely, no problem. 7. How often are you in Skype? Average a week. What time zone are you in? I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. I mean, I got hit by Hurricane Sandy in October, so I'm in the East Coast. I'm in New Jersey, you know, Eastern Standard Time, that whole thing. When it comes to availability, like I said, I'm very, very, very busy most of the time. So my availability is extremely unpredictable. So for the most part, I mean, if I were to be a FOP guild leader, I would probably just basically tell you what my availability is at the beginning of the week, and it's probably very minimal. So yeah. So how often am I on Skype average a week? Not often at all, because I don't really talk to people on Skype that much. I mean, the only person I've really worked with professionally through YouTube or something like that is my best friend, so I talk to him on the phone. I don't have anyone that's friends on Skype that I don't actually know. That's going to change soon with something I'm doing on the channel that I already spoiled, but I'm going to cut out in this video. So that's going to change soon, but even if FOP guild leader or not, this is going to change soon. So I don't know really. It might change soon, but fact is I'm not really on Skype, so it might be a change for me to have Skype on more often. I'm on the computer a decent amount, but I don't know how well it would work in my current home environment to just get a random Skype call from one of you guys. I don't know. How would you be available for streams? Once a month, most likely on a weekend night. Depends. It really depends. So if it's on a weekend night, then maybe. I don't really know. Like, right now it's a weekend night, so yes, but sometimes no. I don't know. It really depends. Are you up for contributing community games and service with the community? Possibly, yes. Like, I'm open for just about anything. But, I mean, if something doesn't work out, then I'll have my reasons, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna say yes to everything. Do you do graphic design? No. MistyDom132 made my background. My current logo was made by Norman something 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 NJP. That's his initials. Or the initials of his YouTube username. So no, not at all. What programs do you use for editing your videos and other stuff? I use Sony Vegas Movie Studio. Costs $50, so it's the $50 version. There's tons of versions of Vegas, so the $50 version. That's that. So yes, Sony Vegas, the $50 version. That answers all the questions, so I thought this would take a lot longer, but apparently it only took 13 minutes, but I'm going to cut it down so that way it'll be nice and concise for you. So, point is I think I would work well, but at the same time, I'm not very available. So, yeah. See ya.